Take a look at this chart showing Boat's revenue growth between the 2020 and 2023 financial years. The line explodes upward from 700 crore rupees to a staggering 3,400 crore. That 5x jump pushed them past every other Indian brand and made them the fifth largest wearable maker on the planet. They were absolutely everywhere. Co-founder Aman Gupta became a certified celebrity in India, and the company was gearing up for a massive IPO. Then the momentum broke. Revenue started to drop. Things got rough enough that Gupta and his co-founder stepped down from their executive roles entirely. Now they've cycled through 3 different CEOs in just 3 years. What we're looking at here is a classic business lifecycle hazard called the commoditization trap. Boat didn't suddenly forget how to make earphones. They simply hit the ceiling of a business model built exclusively on being the cheapest option on the shelf. When low prices are your only real feature, your customer base is completely mercenary. The second another brand figures out how to make a slightly cheaper pair of earbuds, that loyalty disappears. To understand exactly how this trap closes, we have to rewind to 2020. The pandemic hit, and people became obsessed with tracking their daily health metrics. Boat saw a massive opening and launched a line of smartwatches priced under 2,500 rupees. That single, brand new product category brought in 900 crore rupees over the next 2 years. But once the initial pandemic hype settled down, buyers started looking a lot closer at the data those entry-level watches were giving them. They quickly realized the cheap sensors inside weren't actually providing accurate health tracking. This chart illustrates how the market fractured. The blue premium area completely doubled in size. Down below, the red budget market collapsed by 34%. Because Boat was concentrated there, their smartwatch revenue plummeted a brutal 63% in 1 year. People still wanted wearable tech, but their standards had gone up. Once the novelty wore off, a cheap price tag wasn't enough to justify a product that didn't actually do what they needed it to do. The smartwatch collapse was bad, but the trouble soon bled into their core audio business. When Boat first started out, they had a distinct edge, selling trendy, well-designed earphones at prices nobody else could match. Eventually, the rest of the industry caught up. Domestic rivals and massive international players like Xiaomi began flooding the market with affordable gear. Boat's unique design edge was completely erased. When 5 different companies are selling essentially the same pair of earbuds for the exact same low price, the entire category commoditizes. And the brand that built its entire identity around being the affordable option is usually the one that bleeds market share the fastest. This external pressure started fracturing the company internally. Their massive, highly anticipated IPO plans were repeatedly pushed back, first in 2022 and then again recently. When you look closely at their draft red herring prospectus, the internal strain becomes obvious. Auditors flagged a serious issue. For 3 consecutive years, the quarterly returns Boat filed with their banks did not match the company's internal books. When you combine massive executive churn with 3 years of accounting discrepancies, a clear picture emerges. It is the signature of a company trying to maintain the appearance of hypergrowth, while its core market is commoditized right out from under it. So Boat is now attempting a drastic pivot. According to their filings, they want to step away from the budget bloodbath and focus on premium products priced above 5,000 rupees. The new strategy is to compete on better technology rather than just playing the lowest price game. But stepping into that premium tier is a brutal reality check. They aren't fighting local budget startups anymore. They are stepping directly into the crosshairs of legacy giants like Apple, Sony, and JBL. Those legacy brands have spent decades and billions of dollars building deep credibility for their audio engineering. Trying to take a brand known globally for being cheap and trendy and convince buyers it is suddenly a premium powerhouse is one of the hardest maneuvers to pull off in consumer electronics. Boat's rise and current struggle offer a blunt lesson about the limits of trend chasing. You can absolutely surf massive temporary cultural waves with rock-bottom prices, and it might even build you a billion-dollar balance sheet overnight. But it does not dig a lasting competitive moat. If you don't back up your market share with deep proprietary technology, your foundation is fragile. A company that relies entirely on price cuts and fleeting trends is always exactly one market shift away from sinking.